I want to talk about an important subject, and that is how do you deal with social situations when you're trying to maintain a pure, natural fruitarian diet. I go to all kinds of social events with my wife. I go to birthday parties with my kids. I even go out to dinner, and it's occasionally quite difficult to not be the subject of constant questions, even ridicule. It's difficult. It's one of the things that is a negative about eating this diet. What I want to say is, if you're really trying to eat a fruitarian-based diet and you're in a social environment, whether it's with people at work, whether it's with family members on holidays, whether it's with your own friends and your children, I think it's important to set an example based on action. I personally make a great effort not to talk about my diet or food in general with most people. Certainly if people ask me about my diet, if they know about me, I'm more than happy to discuss all things related to fruitarianism. It's one of the most passionate subjects that I enjoy conversing about. But if you're in an environment where diet is not of any importance, or it's not something that you want to get involved in discussing with these other people, I really think you should make an effort not to bring up the subject. In a lot of cases, I try to divert the topic to anything but diet. I find that when you don't want to talk about something, the people that are actually interested will ask more questions. You've all heard of reverse psychology and how if you want to convince somebody to do something, the last thing you should do is tell them to do it, and you should tell them the exact opposite, and then they'll be more interested. But I find that there's some truth to that, but I find that generally speaking, you should let people come to their own conclusions or interests in things by themselves. If people see you just eating watermelon, if they just see you eating the fruit salad, or you're just going to the salad bar at the restaurant, you're not eating anything else, people will notice. And if you've been doing this diet for a while, you're going to be in great shape, and you're going to be lean, and you're going to look healthy. And they're going to say, wow, you're just eating fruit. And my reaction is, yeah, I'm not really hungry for anything else right now. This watermelon's delicious. You should have some. If you're at a restaurant and you're going to the salad bar over and over and over again, say, well, I really enjoy salads, and these cherry tomatoes happen to be fantastic, and the baby spinach or the mesclun lettuce is just delicious, and I feel like it's a great value. And if you're an athlete, you can say, well, you've got a race coming up, and you just want to eat light. And I think people, when they notice these things and they want to achieve what you have, they'll start asking you more questions. And if you really see an interest, then you can share with them some of your experiences. But I try not to make my diet dogma. Everybody's got to have their own development and progression into this diet. I personally didn't develop into a fruitarian until I slowly eliminated foods out of my diet over a course of 15 years. So if it's taken you a long time to give up on some cooked foods or even some high-fat raw foods, it's okay. Just have a goal and keep working towards it. Worry about you. Don't worry about anybody else, even your spouse or your children. Worry about you first. If you can take care of you, then you're going to be able to help everybody else a lot better.